It's almost every day now that you see some sort of article pop up on your feeds talking some sort of trash about millennials. And almost all of these articles contain something to do with how social media has ruined everything in the world, and oh, why can't we go back to the time when everyone sat at the dinner table and talked to each other and nobody was on their cell phones. Newsflash, I lived through some of that time when I had no cell phone to look at while eating dinner, and guess what? We just watched TV instead. What I've noticed is that the people that write these type of articles basically don't understand how social media works, and are basically way back in their times, way back to when they read newspapers on the train. Now this is the best part. Almost all of them don't ever want to get with the times and start to understand what social media is about. They just want to pretend like their little world that they made for themselves and ruined for us is going to be and going to stay perfect forever. We're using what's available to us to keep us in tune with everything that's going on with the world and on keeping up with all the upcoming trends and everything. That's something that our parents never had available to them, and I think that scares them a lot because we're going to be the first generation that completely stays in contact with everything that's happening in the world and doesn't get left behind in the dust. The previous generation is still having so much difficulty wrapping their head around how a computer works, and do you really think they're going to understand how the world works now? Our entire world runs off of computers now. Hell, we have little computers in our pockets every single day now. Are they envious that they didn't have this opportunity when they were growing up to have little tiny computers in their pockets to walk around and keep contact with the world? Yeah, damn right they are, and that's why they're completely scared of it, and they're trying to ruin it now too. Why do you think it's only been within the last year that all these articles about millennials have started popping up? They finally could group us all into one nice little box and start trashing us for all the cool things that we've been able to have at our disposal because we grew up at the right time. They've seen the effect that social media has had on everything, and they just want to try and contain its power because they know it is now more powerful than they are. And it's too bad for them because they probably wanted to kick their shoes off into the sunset and relax just like their parents did, based off of their parents' fortune, and that's just not going to happen anymore because they ruined it for everybody. And what better way to continue ruining it for everybody than to trash the next generation's name so they can make themselves look even better? Hell, it sounds to me like I'm just trashing them, and maybe I am. I've had enough of seeing them trash everybody for as long as I can remember now. I don't even want to see that M word being used anymore, but it's going to be thrown around for years and years now, simply because they've finally been able to categorize us, and now that they've learned the name of it, they're just going to continue throwing it out there like whatever. I'm really happy that I get to keep up on the trends now. Does that mean that I'm probably keeping myself from feeling as old as I am? Yeah. Is there anything wrong with that? Maybe. Do I care? No. I'm done hearing about the M word, but by the looks of things, we're just going to have to deal with how it's being used and how we're being categorized for a long time because it doesn't look like it's going to die down anytime soon. Can we just turn the M word into a meme? Because that would be the best outcome out of all of this, because with how the previous generation tries to use memes to try and stay in touch with us, and they fail at it so horribly, it would be amazing to see this turn around on them and have their word that they've used to categorize us and completely change it into something that they would hate. Let's take what they've turned us into and throw it right back at them because I think that would work out best for everyone.